everyone. This is the official welcome, not the fake welcome like before, but this is the official welcome to pre-season of JIC Racing League on F1 at 23. JIC F1 23 rhymes pretty well. I like it. We're here at Qatar, as you can see, and we're just loading into short qualifying now. We'll have this session followed by a lovely 50% race, and we're hoping to get a few more drivers popping in. Obviously the first GP IRL was held here in 2021, and we took an absence in 2022 for the World Cup, which a lot of people kind of didn't put together, including me, until I read that. And then obviously it's been back on the 2023 calendar IRL, where we saw all the mandatory pit stops, and some would say the hardest race or the toughest race that most of the drivers of today have done in their careers. I'm here. My name is David, not David Croft. I'm not quite that good, but I like to think I'm just underneath his ability, and I'm joined here with Toast. Hello, Toast. Welcome.
Hi guys.
Welcome to this lovely, lovely qualifying session. And without further ado, we've got cars heading out onto the track with the McLarens in a freaking single file formation. That's the one I'm looking for. Can't think of the English. Obviously, we've got 16 lovely corners, including my favorite corner, turn number 11, which I can't wait to show you. 16 corners, we've got 6 to the left and 10 to the right. And we are obviously under lights, as you can see, and it looks quite beautiful with the midnight time in the game. Looks lovely, lovely, simply lovely, as some would say. And I am very, very excited for this session and the race to follow. Now yesterday, for those of you who didn't see practice, I recommend you go and watch. We went through all the drivers, we went through a bit of the season, a bit of the, the important things that you need to know, a few storylines, a few
intros.
Important things, but yeah, it's important that you know all the drivers, and who the teams are, and what to expect. We've got 8 of them here at the moment. We're expecting a few more, and they'll just kind of filter in as qualifying continues. After all, it is a pre-season event, so there are no points towards the championship. The championship is an 8-race calendar season with a little break in between, I think over the New Year period. But yeah, we've got 8 races and 8 point scoring events. This is unfortunately not one of them, but fortunately, I've been speaking to all the drivers, and all the drivers are going to take this incredibly seriously because they want to show what potential they have. As we've got the McLarens heading down the main straight to start our first lap of the season. Why don't we watch Too Easy, who's the lead car?
Let's watch
see
him.
what he's got.
Let's see.
See what Too Easy's got.
It's the first one on track that's going to set an official lap. So, walk us through this.
Alright, turn number 4 and number 5 on the horizon. Here they come. Double right-hander. And again, lovely. Now we changed the track limits to, I believe, regular now. They were at strict yesterday, but it would have been a bit of a headache for the old FIA to keep up with that many invalidations and penalties, so we decided to move it to regular, and I'm going to keep a very close eye on people abusing the track limits, as I've just seen Kira might be popping in here in a minute, as he's at turn number 10 now. Now here comes turn number 11. Here it is. Yes, turn 11, beautifully done underneath the F123 sign, and now the fastest corners on the track. The final 3, well not final 3, but 3 of the fastest. Now the penultimate corner leaves it in 7th, goes a little bit wide, but that's okay. And yeah, we obviously don't want people destroying the track limits and cutting the track to save fuel, but we also wanted to allow people to actually do their laps, as he's run out of deployment up to the line, and he's going to set a 22.2 for the first lap. Let's see what his teammate can do. 24.6 right behind him.
There goes the McLarens.
They have gone out early and they've put times on the board. Who have we got?
Who's next?
We've got Uchilo Negro on lap. Black Knife, as we will refer to them in here as well. So that's, that's the link between name in the game and name that we say. Black Knife heading to the final corner now. A little bit wide, but that's okay. just taking it nice and easy to start with. Warming up, building into it. And comes up to the line and sticks at P3. 25.2. I'd say pole will probably be in the 20s. I think definitely Ferrari, definitely Mercedes. And there's probably a couple other teams in there. Their engineers or their strategists were saying mid-20s. 1 minute 20s, that is. Not 20-second lap times, 1 minute 20s. And potentially even 19s are on the cards. But I'd say the median or the average lap time will be late 20s to high 121s is my prediction. But who knows? Maybe I'm a dickhead and I have no idea. As Switch Astro goes P2 with a 22.5. Got a few lap times on the board, and Team Mercedes now coming out of the pit lane. What can we expect from this session, Toast? Who are we expecting to be fighting for pole? What can we look forward to, do you think?
Well, who's gonna be fighting for pole? I believe. Wait, are you asking me who my top 3 is already?
I wasn't gonna ask that. I was just asking your opinion, your form guide.
Well, team-wise, it'll definitely be the champions, Mercedes. One of the two. But most likely JiCo.
Mercedes, Ferrari. They're definitely two of the very strong contenders. But it also depends on who else is here. For example, Red Bull have no drivers on the track at the moment. McLaren have 2, Alpine have 1, Williams have 1, and Ferrari have 1 as well. Yesterday, practice, for those of you who didn't watch it, go and watch it. And if you don't want spoilers, I'm about to give some, so I suggest you go and watch that maybe now, or maybe just block your ears for the next 20 seconds. 3, 2, 1, I'm going to say it. Alright, JiCo took P1, MS Genie was in P2, and Tez, I believe, was in P3. So they were the top 3 yesterday in practice. So those 3 are definitely a good shout for pole, as I'm just looking on board with the old MS Genie.
MGS.
MS Genie, please. Switch from Red Bull to Ferrari to now Mercedes, and yesterday in the interviews he said he was very, very happy with his new home at the old Mercedes German juggernaut that they are, both IRL and also in this league. They are multiple constructors champions, multiple drivers champions. Oh my god, as MG was really attacking those track limits, that's all I'm going to say. And Lbot has joined for Team AlphaTauri, who was Darkblade's teammate that we were talking about yesterday.
Ah.
So they've now popped in, which is good to see. And Kira's also managed to make it, which is awesome. So hopefully we can get a couple more of these guys in here, which would be very, very nice. Still waiting for the Psycho. I imagine they'll make it. Terrence and Psycho. I imagine that they'll make it. They were here yesterday. And Victor as well, I would hope, would also be a definite.
I think
but we'll
so.
see. We'll see how we go. It is pre-season after all. People have commitments elsewhere at times, but we are hoping that everybody can make an appearance. There you go. There's a 21.4 straight off the bat.
Ooh.
See what JiCo can do. And he responds with a 20.8. There you go.
Ooh.
So that's kind of what I thought. That's kind of what I thought, is that Mercedes were pretty confident they'd be in the 20s.
Jeez, now that's pretty.
And I'm intrigued to see what everyone else can respond with. Speaking of responding, Tez, second last corner, approaching the last corner as the AlphaTauri gets out the way. And he's now going to come through the final corner. And didn't really get a final run on softs in yesterday, Tez. He was a bit, didn't quite get it together. As there you go, there's a 21.4. So he's split the Mercedes. Not by much, just beats MS
my
Genie.
goodness.
There he is. I knew Tez would be up there. He splits him. And then gets out of the way of the AlphaTauri, who maybe we should go on board with, whoever that is. It's Darkblade. It is Darkblade. Darkblade, not to be confused with Dark or Arctic Prodigy. Different. Darkblade is one of the new faces. Impressed yesterday, I thought. What do you think?
Yeah. I don't really. I don't know. I still
Hard to
don't know.
gauge.
Yeah, I can't say. I don't know.
I thought, in my opinion, that Darkblade did impress yesterday. Definitely put in a few good times. Kind of just popped a few good ones up there. This is the apex of turn 10 and now heads towards turn number 11. Yes! And for those of you who don't get the joke, that was turn 11. This is now turn number 12, the right-hander. And 13. And 14. And then 15 is going to be back to the left. And there's the pit lane entry on the right-hand side, but you want to take it out to the left to open up the last corner. Turn number 16. As the Psycho joins, as I thought that might happen. And now up to the line, Darkblade. What have they got in the bag today? Oh, P4, 21.5. So there you go. So there's a few 21s being put up there, which is good to see. MS Genie, very close to being knocked down another spot there, but his lap time still stands. And JiMo got 6 tenths in hand, just about 5.5 tenths-ish, give or take.
Let's go on board with Kier afterwards.
Let's do it. Everyone's favorite Indonesian streamer,
Mr. Worldwide.
Mr. Worldwide, here he is. Mr. Worldwide is gonna bring it right now. He's, I think, just coming around towards turn number 4 and 5. Not using any battery by the looks of things on my screen. I don't know about yours, Toast. Or is he just leaving it? Oh, he must be using it because there's no way it considered 100% unless he's just not using it at all. So that's a bit confusing for me.
Yeah.
Maybe you see differently? He mustn't be using it. He must just be trying to do a lap without it.
I think so.
This is a secret that I'll say on stream. This is one of my favorite things to do in qualifying. Is go out and set a lap time with no battery because then we can get a feel for the car. And just not be too worried about spinning it to start. Here he comes. It's the second last corner now. Mr. Worldwide. I really hope, can I be perfectly honest with everyone on the stream and everyone watching this afterwards, and you right now, I'll be honest, I really hope he goes for an overtake and I can say Mr. Worldwide is loud as possible. That's what I'm really hoping for today.
Oh my god.
But he heads up to the line, currently in P10, and he goes P7 at 23.5, right behind, well, actually over a second behind Switch Astro. And now Too Easy. So there you go, Switch Astro has improved his time to a 22.1. Very nice.
Oh, nice.
Very, very nice. Now, who shall we go on board with, Toast? You can have your pick.
We are gonna go with our defending champion. We're gonna go with JiMo. He is in, I believe he's entering Sector 3, so we'll go ahead and...
On an outlap, we've got MS Genie behind him too. But let's stay on board with JiMo. And are you interested in taking us for a lap here?
No. You do better than I do, so you know, the fans like it when you do it. Alright, he's gonna start his...
Alright, here we go. Opening the DRS. Opening the DRS to start the lap, heading onto the Qatar Airways signage, and then the second one is where the start finish line is for your lap. Now to turn number 1, down to 4th gear. You want to push as hard as you possibly can on the exit of that one, and then you want to tuck this one to not run too wide. Then you got a McLaren in the way. He should hopefully get out of the way. No, he kind of did actually, to be fair.
That was scary.
That was scary. He stayed over to the side, but not wide over to the side, but that's alright. And now purple to the first sector, about 2 tenths up. Slowest part on the circuit just there through that lovely annoying slow speed corner. And now this one, which is a tricky one, you've got to keep it to the right as much as possible. Try and hang on to the car and throw it over. And now there's an AlphaTauri getting out of the way very nicely off the track. Turn number 11, here we go. Turn number 11. Beautiful. Now turn number 12. He's lost a bit of time to himself in the middle sector, I believe, because now he's only about a tenth up on what he did before. Flings it into the second last corner, and coming up to the final, you want to brake just after probably the 50 meter board actually. There, that's what that looked like to me. As now down the main straight, he's given a lovely little toe to his teammate right behind, who is cooking. Let MS Genie cook. 20.5, 21.2. Thought for a second MS Genie was going to just slap one up there, but JiCo actually did improve quite a bit in that final sector, it looked like. So, he's done a 20.5. So there you go. Yeah, he did. He actually lost a bit in the middle sector, but then gained a bit in the final sector. 2 in the first, 2 in the third, and 2 down in the middle, so thereabouts 3/10-ish of an improvement. 2 and a bit. But MS Genie improved a couple tenths as well. Put himself P2 with a current Mercedes front row lockout on the cards. Remember everyone, short qualifying, there's no Q1, Q2, Q3. It's do a lap time and make sure it's a good one. It's not a shit one. So let's see what Mercedes are going to do. Mercedes, I would assume, are going to push very, very hard to try and get to the pit lane and come back out again, but I don't know if they're going to have enough time.
I don't
it's going to
think
be
so.
quite close. But now that they're doing that, let's go on board with someone else. Let's have a look around and see who's doing what. Kira might be on a lap here. I think Kira might be on a lap currently, and we can pick him up just after the first 3 corners. So turn 4 and 5, we want to go to Kira's POV. Let's see what Kira can do. Through turn 5 and now to this very slow corner. And by slow, I mean still 100 kilometers an hour. So, whoa! Commentator's curse. Write it down. That's number 2. It's number 2 for the season.
Tough luck, Kira. That's oh my god, he's disqualified now.
Oh my god.
Dude, I bet he's punching that steering wheel right now, just like.
Where's Yuki Tsunoda when you need him? Because he would be raging like a bull at a gate if that was him. But that is unfortunate. That is unfortunate for Kira. Alrighty. Well, since Kira is now out of the session, which is a yolk, let's see who else. So Too Easy will not get another lap. He's in the pit lane. Isn't going to get another one. Mercedes won't get another one either. So now it's just down to what can the others do? Tez, Dark Blade, Switch Astro. Black Knife is about to finish one as he comes across DRS detection point and up to the line. Let's see what they can do. I think we're going to go on board with Tez here.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
See what Tez can do. Can he snatch even a P2? Can he snatch pole from Mercedes here? Can he steal it? Let's see. Into turn number 1. There's a yellow flag in sector 3. I think it's just someone getting out of the way. But Tez eats that first corner like a vacuum cleaner over that curb. Just sucking it up. And now goes under the Rolex sign. Qualifying is done. So, Too Easy, Mercedes, Dark Blade are done. Tez and the others behind are on the move. Tez equals a first sector time of himself, I believe. Would have to be of his own POV.
Oh.
His own personal best, as now he's heading through this very tricky corner. Very nicely done. And now turn 10 and turn 11. Here's turn 11. Can he make up 6/10 in turn 11? I don't think so. I think it's flat out. So useless corner. Oh, as he goes purple to the middle sector with 3/10 of an improvement. Can he find a lot of time in this last sector to take pole? Let's find out. What's he got in the final couple corners? Throws it in 6th. As now Too Easy and Dark Blade are confirmed to be done. Final corner. Didn't push it too hard, but it was pretty good. Can he get on the front row or can he take pole up to the line?
Oh!
And he takes P2. Just takes P2.
Blitz the Mercedes.
He stitches him up with a lovely 21-1 and takes that second position. What's going on here? Switch Astro and Elbot are like fighting to the line. I don't know what's going on there. And they both don't really improve, so I'm not sure what happened there. That was probably some sort of impeding from someone. But there we go. That was qualifying. That was it. First qualifying session, as we thought. The main 3 protagonists from yesterday were back at it again. 1, 2, and 3, except a slightly different order. JiCo, P1. Tez, P2, 5 tenths off. That's quite a big gap. And MS Genie, 7 tenths off his own teammate in P number 3. Not quite the front row lockout, but it was very, very close. Darkblade next with a 21.5. And then Switch Astro, too easy. Elba, a good little debut for them. Black Knife, and then Aslo also on debut, who didn't quite make yesterday. And then Kira, who would have, I reckon, been around that P6, maybe P5 range, has unfortunately got DQ'd.
Tough.
Which is quite unfortunate. But as Kira would say, oh no. Anyways, on to the race. Toast. Race prediction. Let's hear it right now. Putting you on the spot.
Alright, fine. JMO P1, MGS P2, then followed by Tez P3, and then we're gonna throw an SMR in P4.
Oh, we're doing 4 this time.
I threw in the 4th.
Alright.
Alright, now your turn. Go.
I'll do 4 as well. I'm gonna go JiCo, Tez. Then I'm gonna go MS Genie. And I'm gonna go Switch.
Oh, okay.
What'd you say? JiCo, MS Genie, Tez, and then
And Aston Martin.
and Aston. Which Aston in particular?
We will pick. I'm gonna throw in Black Knife.
Alright, Black Knife. I have got that written down.
The fans are screaming. The fans are cheering.
The fans are losing their shit.
And they're ones who's supposed to be in here, but they're not here, so I don't know what they're doing. But anyways. Oof. There's rumors.
Rumors of
Impediment. Okay, here we go.
I think
Is there a formation lap? Oh, thank goodness.
There is a formation lap, thankfully.
Woo.
Thankfully there is. There's an Aston Martin, not an Aston Martin, an Alpine of Switch Astro.
Oh,
yep.
Who
took off. The Mercedes are letting everyone go, I think is what's happening here. And the Psycho, who's supposed to be in an Aston Martin, has ended up in a Red Bull. Oh, and JiCo's just been queued. So he's back on the grid for going, I would assume, too slowly is what the game would have said, which is kind of bullshit, but whatever. It happens. It happens. We move. Just got to move on with that, unfortunately. Switch Astro. Just going to go on board with Switch here. Setting the track alight. Look at the margin he's created to everyone behind him. Absolutely cooking. But let's not read too much into that. Is that a sign of things to come? We shall see.
We shall see.
Detail. Let's go for the tyres. Hard compound tyres for the two Mercedes, who are P1 and P3. Tez in between them, gone softs. That's spicy. He's going to try and make a move at the start and hope for a safety car, I assume. Darkblade also on the hards in P4 then. Bans 2 times, because Alpine have a lot of bans of cash to throw at people for a holiday. If you get that joke, nicely done. He's on mediums, too easy, also on mediums. Hards for the AlphaTauri, and then medium for Black Knife, medium for the other McLaren Aslo, and then hards for Kira and a Psycho, who Kira got DQ'd and Psycho didn't get to put a lap in. Remember, everyone, Psycho is scoring points for Aston Martin, even though he's driving a Red Bull, so we can't change that now, unfortunately. The game's dumb, but that's fine. It is what it is. Who are we going to go on board with? Should we maybe go on board with MS Genie or Darkblade or someone like that so we can see the battle in front of us?
Yeah, let's go with MGS.
Let's
go
with MS Genie.
A good view.
We have a good view, yes. JiCo on cold tyres here, and Albon gets DQ'd for parking.
Alright, here we go, guys. This is it.
Kira's just rolling it in. I can see him right now. He's just rolling it in. There
Dude, my heart's racing.
Alrighty. Here we go. Preseason is on. So are the lights. 3, 2, 1. And away they go. Tez gets a pretty good start on the softs. JiCo tries to cover him, but I don't think he's going to be able to. His Darkblade also gets a good start.
Oh my goodness.
Now he's got MGS. MGS is going to try and hang it around the outside. Tez has got too much grip. Tez takes P1. Darkblade sneaks through for P2. What? JiCo gets aggressive. Oh, there's contact. There's contact. But they survive. MS Genie got spun. I'm not sure by who. I thought I saw an Aston Martin wing in there, but maybe not. JiCo's got no grip at all, and he's locking the rear into that corner. Sliding around all over the place. Trying to find the grip as now Darkblade is through. And he's off. He's gonna try and pull away here. JiCo's got a fight behind him. As is it Psycho up from last spot to P6 on the opening lap. Is now attacking Switch Astro, which is unbelievable. Did not see that coming. Let's see what unfolds here. Not the Aston Martin, the McLaren. I'm already losing it. I'm so excited about this race. Oh my god, the McLaren right behind JiCo now, following him through this high-speed section. Will he try and make a move as MG regains one of those places? Not good luck for MS Genie. Through, I didn't look like a lot of fault of his own. He's been spun around and now he's towards the midfield part of this group. As Psycho gets Switch Astro, but Switch Astro heads into the pit lane. He must have wing damage. Tez in P1 is out and about doing his thing. Elbot using the battery to defend from MS Genie, and now we have all settled down, it seems. And the battle is on. Should we maybe focus on Too Easy and JiCo here? That is the closest battle for the highest position.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's have a look at what Too Easy can do. Up against the Mercedes. The Mercedes on those hard tyres, still trying to warm them up. And he's just behind Darkblade, who's losing a bit of touch with Tez, but you'd expect that at this stage because of Tez's soft tyre advantage. So let's see what happens. As Too Easy goes a bit wide.
Losing time. JiCo's pulling.
JiCo's getting away from Too Easy a little bit. And hanging with Darkblade, it seems. Kira, who we would have thought would be quite good in this race, I think will be moving forward. And Switch Astro's already made that pit stop, so he's way back now with that, I'm assuming, wing damage. So it might have been the Alpine and the Mercedes that came together in turn number 1, I would think.
I was just gonna say, I'm like, somebody hit. It looked like MGS from behind.
It did look like it. It looked like two cars do not go into one. As Tez drops a decent lap time of 24.9 on those soft tyres. And now JiCo's kind of got away from Too Easy. The tyres are up to temp and he's going to start going after Darkblade. So let's see what can happen here with JiCo and Darkblade. As the closest battle on track currently is Kira and Black Knife as they go side by side through turn 3 and heading to turn 4 and 5. They are pretty much nose to tail. They are really fighting for the spot. Fighting very, very hard as Black Knife defends the inside. Kira with a switchback kind of move. Oh, what a move. And he gets it. Nicely done from Kira. That was good. That was very, very good. But we can't look at that too much, Toast. I think we have to focus on JiCo here. He's going after Darkblade. He's on the attack. He will be definitely wanting to pass him with that DRS down this main straight. Closes up very close in the last couple of corners. And now there's one corner to go before we get the DRS straight. So let's see it. DRS 100 meters. There's the line. Opens the DRS. What's he gonna do? Darkblade not using battery to defend. JiCo goes for it. Down the inside. And gets the position.
Nice.
Gets the place up to P2. He had to do that quickly because he's going to want to go after Tez and put some pressure on. With Tez on those soft tyres. See what Darkblade can do in response though. Sticking with him. Can he hang on? And maybe make a move back against JiCo potentially. We will see. Just has a little dabble on the battery there. It's hard to save battery around this track. I wouldn't be using it too much if I was you, but he's got some reasonable pace. As JiCo sets up purple first and is on the push against Tez. Tez maybe tyre saving. Maybe the tyres are already dead. wouldn't surprise me based on this track's configuration, but Darkblade is not wanting to give this up just yet. He's hanging right with him through the final sector now. High-speed right-handers, 1, 2, and 3, all after one another. And then a high-speed left to finish it all off as JiC's gained massively on Tez through there. 0.5 of a second just about. Let's see if Darkblade can hang on to the DRS. It might play into his favor. Doesn't get a great launch out of the final corner. I don't think he's going to be able to do much. He's going to try. I think he might be a bit too far behind.
I think so.
As Psycho moves up into P4, he is on the move. Let Psycho cook started from the back, already up to P4. How about that? How about that for an effort? What a start for him.
I gotta let him cook, I guess. Even he shows up late, but he's like, hold on, wait a minute.
Flying under the radar. How about that? As now JiC is closing up very, very quickly to the back of Tez here. And MS Genie is making his moves and he's trying to get back up to where he was. Trying to find the front of the field. Darkblade is just not letting go. He's hanging right on the back of JiC here. Pushing very hard. Not giving it up at all. Doing a very, very decent job for AlphaTauri there with his, well, what's not supposed to be his sister team, but apparently Psycho's on loan to Red Bull for this race. Behind him now, as we're about to see. Yep, there it is. JiC's inside DRS, and we could see a battle for the lead on this next lap.
Oh my goodness.
Here
These
we
two are
go.
fast.
They are very, very fast. JiC's in the DRS, in the slipstream. Soaking it all up. They're about even on battery, actually. I'm kind of impressed by that. Goes for a move and pushes Tez. And Tez takes the spot back. Which is fair enough, I think. Give the spot back and let him have it.
Alright, here we go again.
Head towards turn number 4 and turn number 5 is the word I'm looking for. Darkblade, just a bit of a spectator right now, watching right behind. There he is. Oh, Tez loses the rear, and it's on now. Oh, he comes over and touches him.
But it's fine, it's fine.
Tez is okay though. Now he's on the back of JiC again, so I wouldn't be surprised if this carries on. They're going to try and burn a bit of battery, but I'd think that they've both got about the same amount. So they can both use a bit. But can Tez respond, or will JiC just disappear? Has a good little lift into that section. I just accidentally looked at what Switch Astro is doing. Switch Astro, we'll get to him in a minute, as Aslow's also made a pit stop in this race, I've just realised. But Tez hangs on to the DRS, but he's not going to be close enough to do anything about it, I wouldn't think. It is, however, going to protect him from Darkblade, who's still hanging on to this lead group very impressively. Doing a very good job. It's looking like JiC might just sneak off into the distance here.
I hope so.
Looking at this.
That's my prediction. That's my prediction on the line.
It was your prediction on the line. It's a good point. To be fair, if it finishes like this right now, neither of us will get our predictions. But you know what? Let's see what happens.
Darkblade's been impressive though.
This is true.
Darkblade, good job. Psycho.
My goodness.
I don't know why you're on the Red Bull today, homie, but you're green though, okay? You're green. Don't forget that.
Green heart. That's what it is. It's a green heart on the inside, or a Red Bull on the outside. As I just want to go and look at what MS Genie's been cooking up down here. I keep saying cooking up like it's the word of the year, but it's not. It's really not. It's just me. But MS Genie currently in P6 is working hard here. He's got plenty of battery. He's just got to work really hard to try and close this gap to the guys ahead. I was unfortunate about the contacts.
It sucks.
I would say it would probably be a lap 1 incident. I don't know what it looked like from Switch Astro's POV, assuming it was those two. But I'm very interested to see what happens as Tez has lost DRS and is quite close to being overtaken by Darkblade here. Those soft tyres are really not doing it. Not at all.
Nope, not one bit.
And very soon, we're going to get to the point where all of these top 3 runners, well, we've already got one. Darkblade has no EOS left. He's at 8%.
Ooh. Yes.
A little bit of a snap for
Nuts.
Tez. And we're going to get to the point where these top 3 runners are going to start running out of VRS, because it's pretty hard to save it on this track. Tez is doing his best on these soft tyres. Working pretty hard to keep Darkblade behind, as MS Genie's not really catching too easy as fast as I thought he might. To be honest, he might just be bringing those tyres in gently. There's a long way to go in this race. I feel like we've already hit that halfway, but we're nowhere near it. We're at 8 laps in, so
8 laps out of
29.
Alright, we have still a long race ahead of us. Anything can
Long way
happen.
to go.
Remember?
That's right, anything
Anything can happen.
In this league, I wouldn't be surprised if the whole lobby crashed and everyone got disconnected. Anyway,
Do not freaking say that. Oh,
move
Darkblade?
to second place
Darkblade?
is on. Into turn number 1. Lovely. Very nice. Use the DRS, got through. Darkblade is through for P number 2 and looking good for a podium finish, I must say, at this stage. As Psycho is not gaining as fast as I thought they possibly might. And MS Genie has upped the pace a little bit towards Too Easy. Used a bit of that battery. Very, very nice. Shall we go and look at what Switch Astro is up to? Unfortunately, he's in P10 by himself. One of our favourites here in the combox. He's unfortunately got that damage and now no safety car yet, so he's just towards the back. It's not ideal for Alpine.
Tez is
team
gaining
to help him.
on Darkblade.
Yes. Yes, Tez is right there. He's right there. And everyone in the midfield's kind of spread out, so we're
They
going to
really
focus
are.
on this. We have to focus on this quite heavily here. Tez hanging on, which I didn't think he would. I thought those softs might be just completely cooked. But as it turns
Because you're
out,
letting him cook.
yeah, because he's he's a Ferrari. The Italians, they're good at cooking or whatever. All right, here we go. Down the main straight. Can Tez retake that spot? I don't know if he's quite got the straight line speed for it. Oh, he does. Turn number 1 on the inside. Not a lot you can say about that, other than you can't really fight it. Well, the Darkblade's going to try. He's going to get a wide line and a good exit, but cannot quite get the Scarlet Red Ferraris. They're letting JMO get away here. They're fighting. They're fighting each other. But sometimes you just got to do what you got to do to keep track position. Aslo, looking like they might get lapped.
Oh, no.
Right in front of the leader. And probably going to get lapped, I would say. Yeah.
What a race so
Not
far.
long.
What a
Not
beautiful
long now,
race.
unfortunately. What a start. What a race. Quite good. We're seeing swapping for P2 constantly.
Dude, these two are at it.
Genie, MS Genie's about to catch Too Easy as well, so we might have to take a quick look at that in a minute. Tez is really struggling on those soft tyres. Really struggling. I imagine a pit stop will be coming up. There it is.
Oh, yep, there he goes.
Straight in.
Into the pits.
Straight in, and the timing on that is beautiful because it means we can swap down to MS Genie's POV. Oh, Too Easy pits as well. Boo! God damn it! I was looking forward to that. God damn you, Too Easy. God damn it, Blinken. Oh man, that's not a commentator's curse, but I tell you what, it's not far off. That is unlucky. As Kira gets promoted to P5 because of the pit stops.
Mr. Worldwide.
Mr. Worldwide in P5. Good on those hard tires.
Samjias is really good. When situations get hard, he head down, races, and he ends up climbing towards the top. So I
The
wouldn't be
new,
shocked.
the new MS Genie, the
The
new and
new
improved MS Genie.
dude, I don't know
Uh,
what he took over the break. Some magic
yeah, more faster.
juice, meditation, whatever it was. He's a better and stronger competitor this season. Well, by the looks of
Ah,
it.
a
What?
VSC, huh?
How?
Switch Astro has caused a VSC.
Oh no.
Switch Astro with a dreadful race so far. It's a VSC. Will we see pit stops? Yes, we will.
Yes.
That stitches up the two that just pitted. As Darkblade and JiCo both pit, which is very smart. Psycho does not, which is an interesting call. I don't know how they're going to have to take those tyres, whatever they're on. I'm assuming they're mediums. Yep, they are. They have to take those mediums all the way to the end of the race, which that's a tricky task. And MS Genie's now been promoted up to P2. Very nice. So we will see JiCo and Darkblade stay ahead of Kira, will we? Nope. Kira gets through. Just. As Albot now comes into box. Tez is on the hard, so he'll go to the end, I'd like to see. Unless there's a late race safety car, David, English. Unless there's a late race safety car, he will not pit again, I would assume. But now it's MS Genie and the Psycho up in the P2 and P1 spots as JiCo overtakes Kira. He goes down the inside of Mr. Worldwide and heads on up into P3 and will be wanting to get up towards the lead again because I'm not sure if you'll have to stop again. It's a long way to take those tyres. Oh, Switch Astro now retires, but he retires in the pit lane, so he shouldn't get a safety car. That's very good from him. Very good. Very smart. Didn't want to impact everyone else's race. They're very smart.
Thank you.
So let's see. We might have to get him in here for an interview at some stage. We'll see. See if we can do that maybe in a minute. As now it's Darkblade on the back of Kira. Wanting to push and get past, I would assume, because Kira hasn't pitted and Darkblade has. And now Tez is quite a ways off that lead.
Yeah, he's way back there.
He's quite a ways off after that virtual safety car. He went for a bit of an undercut on the two in front, but then again, he's also on the slower tyre now.
Dude, Darkblade is coming for Mr. Worldwide. He's coming for Kira. He's right behind him.
You're right on him. Will he go for it into the hairpin behind the corner? No. Oh, Kira goes wide. And he gets through. That's handy. That's handy to get through like that. Very handy. And now Aslo is unlapped. So Aslo is no longer a lap down with the pit stops. So go you, Aslo. Keep doing your thing. Keep racing.
Yep, keep racing.
Keep pushing. Keep pushing.
No, the field is really separated, aren't they?
It is quite separated, the midfield especially. JiCo now on the back of his teammate. And MS Genie pits. Which is probably the right call, I think. You want to get off those hards and get on those mediums. Which he's done. And now he'll come out behind Tez. And it'll be MS Genie trying to close down Tez towards the end of this race. Should we perhaps try and get Switch Astro in here?
Yeah.
For a bit of a chat.
Let's see if he's available.
Not 100% sure.
Doesn't look like it.
No.
That's okay.
No. Maybe we might have to see if he's around after the race. But yeah, for now, we'll focus on what's happening. Too Easy's right behind MS Genie. So MS Genie's now jumped Too Easy in the pit stops. by staying out a little bit longer, managed to jump in front. And Too Easy on the hards, MS Genie on the mediums. You'd think that Mr. Italy himself will be able to go to the end, try to. Not sure how long these tyres will do on this track, it's hard to say. I'd like to hope they can make it to the end, but we'll see. As MS Genie bounces across that curb, really attacking it. Everyone's kind of spread out, so you know what I think it's time for?
What?
I think it's time for a new little segment that we're going to start doing every week.
What's
every
that?
week in these races. It is David's Fact of the Week. We're going to start doing this. That's what we're going to start doing. We're going to get a little sound effect, which I'm going to unveil next week. The Fact of the Week. There's going to be a little segment. You're more than welcome, by the way, to also bring your own fact, and we can do one each. That might be a good idea. But are we all ready for my Fact of the Week? Just before we get into this battle for P1, I better do it quickly.
Alright, let's
fact
hear
of
it.
the week. A group of hippos. Do you have any idea what a group of hippos is called?
Hip group?
It's called a bloat.
A bloat?
You know the word like bloated when you're feeling like really big in the stomach?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a group of hippos, funny enough, hippos are generally pretty big. They're called a bloat. So there you go, that's my fact of the week that no one gives a shit about. As Psycho boxes, so the battle for P1 is no longer on the cards. JiCo takes the lead, and Darkblade is now in P2. Can Psycho come back at them towards the end of the race? I wouldn't rule him out for
No.
a top 5 finish. Most definitely. As Kira also pits. It's going to be close between Psycho and MS Genie, actually. Very, very close. Here we go. MS Genie gets through with the fastest lap of the race. Nicely done.
Nice!
Gets Psycho. How about that?
Did you look at the top 4? Insane.
Actually crazy. We've actually got... Oh! Let's see, we've got Switch Astro. Tracked him down. And I'm gonna see if I can get him in here. Although, actually, I can't do it, unfortunately. So, I don't know how that's gonna work. You might have to do it somehow. But
let's see.
I'm unable to do it.
Alright.
Unfortunately, I'd love to, but I don't have that sort of power. I'm not that good at my job.
Chinga su máquina. Damn it. Hold on.
That's difficult. It's very, very difficult.
Oh, here we go. Hello?
Switch Astro.
Hello. You guys can hear?
Yes, we can.
How's it going? In the com box? It's a bit dusty in here, David.
Yeah, we got to clean it out a little bit more before next week. It's a bit, yeah. We had a lot of cobwebs to get rid of yesterday, but you know, we're back. Tell us what happened.
I think the race was lost from the beginning when I touched MG. Usually when you're going into lap 1 and you're going to turn 1, you're like jockeying for position, so you don't know where to go. You're trying to pick to go. You want to go into the right place at the right time, but you can't really do that when you have cars right, left, in front of you, behind you. So, apologies to MG if he feels another way about that incident, but I would say it's just an incident.
An incident on the race.
Yeah.
Did you feel like you could have got on the podium? You definitely look pretty quick. Do you think you could have challenged these lot at the top?
I don't think so. I mean, the setup was good, but I got impeded. I don't know if you saw, but I got heavily impeded on my last lap in quali. So I ended up just racing whoever that was. I think in the AlphaTauri to the line. So
Yep.
took P5, I believe that I would have improved on that lap too, probably to like P4, P5, but from there on it was just like no point to keep racing because the gap was so massive. And then I had a low spin in the first turn into the gravel, hit my front wing off and caused the VSC, and then I was just like, what's the point? So the car felt good. It was just like the gap was just too massive on this track, and your ERS is like totally gone in the first couple laps. So yeah.
Dang.
And not a well, I suppose it's not a point scoring event, so
Yeah,
that's
but still would have been interesting to see where I could have placed it, but in Alpine fashion, we are out of the race. So, gotta take it lightly. So.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Well, next week is Coda for the season opener, the Circuit of the Americas. What do you think about that?
That should be good. I've always enjoyed Coda as an enjoyable track. I've usually had strong performances there, so I guess we'll see probably like Q4 midfield-ish. The front runners are very quick, like Mercedes and Ferrari are very quick, and you have a few others that can turn it on. So I guess we'll see.
Yes, we shall. But I wish you the best of luck for next week's race.
Oh,
And
I also think Blake is my teammate. I don't know how that happened. I guess the Alpine Academy figured it out or something, but that should be cool. I don't think he's gonna show up. But we'll see.
You think he got a holiday offer that he just could not refuse?
Yeah. Like you said in the stream, they've got a little band. So.
Yes.
So yeah. Now I guess we'll see how it goes in Canada. We'll definitely finish the race. Because that race is actually important.
It is very important.
I think you can sneak away out of this race and retire if you're not doing so well. But I think the next coming races should be better.
Well, we hope to see you next week with a front wing intact after you get through turn 1. And to not get impeded in qualifying too. Hope to see that.
Yeah, me too. Just another apologies to MG if he feels a way about that situation. Apologies again. I'll leave you guys for though. You guys enjoy the weekend race.
It was a pleasure to have you in here again, as always.
You might have to do a little like begging.
We're gonna do a lot of stuff.
Yeah, alright.
Alright.
Bye, Toast. Bye, David.
See
Thank you very
ya.
much. Wow, there you go. So there you go. Was the one who made contact in turn number 1.
Check out this
With
battle
MS
between
Genie.
Psycho and MGS.
I know. I was just about to get onto this because this has been developing for a minute here. Psycho from the back moved up to P4 and then it was in the lead briefly before the pit stop and didn't decide to pit under VSC. Neither did MS Genie. So this is for ultimate pace and ultimate track position here. And Psycho is definitely on the march. Very, very impressive. And I'm hoping to see a bit of a battle here. Let's see what the straight line speed differential is. Do you want to take us through this battle, Toast? I think you should.
Take it away, David.
Psycho lifts. There was a lift in there. I don't know if anyone else heard it. As Toast just threw me under the bus, but that's fine. He lifts into turn 1. So I was about to take a sip of water. But anyway. I don't have any water left, I just realised. So that's what I invest in this com box. We need to invest in some more water. As we've got we've got about 8 laps to go. And this is a battle that is going to rage on towards the end here.
Whoa.
MS Genie in the slight battery positive in terms of differential, but not by much. I think that's Psycho's plan here, is to lift the coast a little bit maybe, save some fuel, save some tires, save some battery, and then go and attack and then try and get away, because he's on his backside, as we say. And Too Easy has also managed to, he's also close to Kira as well, so there's kind of two battles here that are going on, and the spots from 4 to 7 are all up for grabs. So let's see what happens. Top 3 are pretty steady. Lotez is slowly gaining on Darkblade towards the end of this race. Let's see down this main straight, DRS straight, whether MS Genie can keep Psycho at bay. It's a real game of cat and mouse, playing a bit of chicken. They don't want to use too much battery. And now it seems the batteries are basically identical. So Psycho has gained a little bit more. And is definitely lifting and coasting, so you can see it again. And you can hear it again. Into turn 1, definitely a big lift and coast. Definitely a big lift and coast into turn number 1. Using that DRS to just drag them along. And they're going to lift and coast, save a bit of battery and fuel, tires, and then maybe go for the move. But yeah, everyone's kind of spread out here.
They have been spread out for quite a couple of laps now. I think the top 3 have been separated ever since the VSC and everybody pitting. Now it's just kind of, yeah. We'll see where Psycho ends up, if he ends up passing MGS. I mean, how many laps do they both have on these
7.
tires?
And then they're both, Psycho's got a slight advantage, 6 laps versus MG's 8. So he's got a 2-lap tire advantage as well. So that might be the reason for him gaining. Let's see if he can do anything down this next straight. I'm just checking the battery, and yeah, Psycho is definitely now in about a 10% advantage in the battery. Very, very smart, high IQ type stuff. This is MG has a little bit of a wobble, and that for me would be a pretty good sign that now's the time, as MS Genie uses some battery down that straight. He uses the battery to stay ahead and defend.
Come on, defend, my friend.
Psycho lifts off. MS Genie, it's 2 tenths. 2 little tenths.
Oh my gosh. You got this,
Nothing
Andreas. Come on.
Nothing in it. As I think now Black Knife has also been lapped by the leaders. Yep. Oh, yep.
There goes my prediction. There goes my prediction.
Just got lapped. Let's see. MS Genie and Psycho. Game is still. By the way, Tez has caught Darkblade by a second and a bit. So that's on. That is on.
Don't say it.
It is on for the battle towards the end. No, it's I'm not saying anything. It's the battle's on towards the end of this race. Can Tez catch up to Dark and take that P2 back from where he started? Even though he got kind of screwed over with the VSC, but you never know. As Psycho gains massively through that part of the track, and now is a definite battery advantage of about 20% over MG, which on this track I would say is massive. Absolutely huge, and he lifts into the final corner because he knows that he wants the good exit and the straight line speed down the straight. Here we go, battery usage for both of them. Well, let's see who's got the better straight line speed. MS Genie keeping him at bay, but Psycho says, I've got more than you. And MS Genie unfortunately has to yield, and Psycho takes a spot. Can Psycho pull away, or will MG fight back?
MGS will fight back.
MG had good straight line speed. We saw, Psycho has a moment. He tries to close the door.
Come on, MGS, come on, MGS.
But he survives. MG's got the inside line.
MGS,
turn number 4.
let's go.
Ooh,
Let's go,
this
my
is so close. And Psycho has to yield. Psycho has to yield there. Just had a little moment. Just a little squirm. And couldn't do anything about it.
If there was a sound effect for when the crowd goes wild, that would have been the moment.
That would have been the one. As now, Psycho's got to do it all over again, and MS Genie is probably breathing a big sigh of relief right there that he managed to sneak back through. I feel like his advantage is staying in front and using that straight line speed that he seems to have over Psycho down that main straight. But Psycho's gaining a lot through these final few corners. Here he comes again. Closes the gap by a few tenths, and he's got the battery advantage again. So can he use it again? going to turn number 1. This is what we were waiting for. I knew something like this would happen.
You
It
got
always
this,
does
MG.
in JIC. It always happens in JIC. And
Here we
goes
go.
Psycho. Which way is he gonna go? He goes around the outside this time and gets through on MGS. And now, can he get away this time? Will he have another moment? Let's see. Oh,
Oh,
MSGD
MG.
has a moment! Oh my goodness, I thought that was curtains. I thought that was curtains for MSGD. He needs to just settle down here. He's got the pace to hang with him. He just needs to be careful. Just be careful. Keep pushing on and try and hang on to this Red Bull, which should be an Aston Martin, but it's not. As Tez has now gained a bit more time, and now he's down to 3.8 seconds on Darkblade, who's really falling off, I think, towards the end of this race. 7.5 tenths. The DRS zone is not till the final corner, as MS Genie has a slide. But he doesn't lose too much time. Psycho's pushing.
4 laps remaining.
4 laps remaining. MS Genie, for sake of the crowd and for us in the comm box, needs to hang within DRS here to give us a good battle, and he does. And he does through this high-speed corner. He's only got a couple corners to navigate, and then it's game on again. Abuses the track a little bit, but everyone else can do that, so I don't know why they wouldn't be. Here we go. MS Genie is inside DRS. He's a bit of a ways back.
You got this, you got this, yeah?
He gets a reasonable exit. He's using the battery, but so is Psycho. Psycho's keeping him at bay. I think I just saw MG's fuel light just flick on there for a second.
Do not say
Damn,
that.
MG's really going for it. He's really going for it. And he uses all the battery, but he just can't quite get past. Psycho, with that battery advantage, managed to hang on to that position. So here we go again. The great struggle. It's like a tug of war. Can Psycho pull the rope over his end of the field and get MG outside DRS, or will MG hold it in the middle and leave it all up for grabs?
Oh my goodness.
Tez has gained another 7 tenths. He's really coming at Darkblade toward the end of this race. This is all getting spicy now. It's 8.5 tenths. It's about the same as it was last lap. Can MS Genie pull it back? Or will Psycho sneak away? Oh, he has a little bit of a wobble. It's out to 9 tenths. That's the biggest the gap's been. Psycho, he's almost there. He can almost taste it. What's he going to do? Is he going to use the battery now, or is he going to hang on to it and hope that MS Genie doesn't quite get there? It's outside a second.
Ah.
MS Genie's going to have to abuse the track limits here, which is completely within the rules, as far as I'm concerned, because it's the same for everyone. Oh my god, it's 1.0. Oh my god, it's 9 tenths. It's so close. 9.9.
Oh, he's blinking.
0.6.
He's blinking.
Oh, he's got outside DRS.
Oh no.
MS Genie doesn't quite have it. He's at 1.3 seconds.
His
He's got a little
tires.
bit more battery. He's got a little bit more battery, so maybe next lap he might be able to fight it, as Tez is at 1.8 seconds
Jesus.
on Darkblade. He's managed to close down 7 seconds in these last
Holy
9 laps.
moly.
So he has been gaining massively and is now right. He's coming. He's really coming. 1.5 seconds is the gap. Let's see what happens between MS Genie and Psycho for now. I think Psycho has won that battle
I think so.
and got away for now. So for the moment, I think we might have to just switch our attention over to Tez here. See what Tez is up to on Darkblade. Darkblade on for a P2 finish right now, which is brilliant. Awesome. Really good to see. As we said before the start, a little bit of an unknown quantity. Impressed yesterday for me. But now let's see if he can hold off the fast finishing Tez, who's like a rocket ship in that Ferrari on those hard tyres. He's
Less
flying.
than a second.
He's inside DRS, but the thing is, Darkblade is going to get help from the McLaren, and he's also going to get DRS down this straight. And there it goes, so now they've both got DRS, and it's up to Tez. Can he get through? He hasn't got much battery. He's at 6%, and Darkblade's at 20. So he's gonna hold on for this lap. There's 2 more laps. This lap and 1 more to go. So Tez is gonna have to make the move down this next straight, or he probably won't get him. Oh my goodness, he's at 4 tenths. As MS Genie must have had a moment, because he's now 3.8 seconds behind Psycho, and I think MS Genie might be out of fuel.
You're joking.
No, because the yellow light is on, and he's definitely slowed down massively. So I reckon he's lifting and coasting towards the end. His teammate JiCo, the leader of this race, has got no problem. He's okay. But MS Genie is definitely lifting massively into Sector 1. Not sector 1. No, just sector 1. I'm an idiot. But there's also an Aston Martin around.
Oh.
And Black Knife's had a spin. But let's focus on Tez. Turn 11. Can he go for it into turn number 11? No, he can't. It's a flat out corner. Useless. Useless corner. Here he goes. Around the final sector. He's built up 20% of battery. So he's gained 10%. So they must have been playing games because Darkblade's also gained 10% on this lap. So there must have been a little bit of lifting, a little bit of nothing. But here we go. Tez, with that pace, takes a really wide line and gets a pretty shitty exit out of the final corner. Darkblade's just going to have to dump all the battery here and try and survive. This is the final lap. Tez gets through. Here he goes around the outside. And he's done it. He's in P2. Tez has somehow managed to find his way back to P2. I don't know how he's done that. He's up to P2 now. Doing a great job for that Ferrari team. Only one driver here today with Pop-Tart missing for some unknown reason. As Darkblade's going to try and fight him back. But your best bet would have been to hang on. Oh, MSG's really blinking on that fuel. But so is a lot of other people. MSG struggling on the fuel. He's got 17 seconds in hand to Kira. That's the only positive.
He could hang on. He could hang on.
Yeah, Kira's quite a long way behind. He's just in turn 3 now, so I think MSG will be okay. But Darkblade is not giving this up against Tez. There's still a battle on here. And the battery advantage is in Darkblade's favour as he uses a bit to gain on the Ferrari into the final sector. Here we go. Our leader is coming around the final corner now. And he's going to come up to the line of win in about 3 seconds time. But at the moment, this battle rages on for P2 as Tez goes a little bit wide and Darkblade has a bit of a look into the final corner. I don't think he's going to be able to do it. JiC across the line to take P1 and up to the line. Here we go. Can he out-drag him to the finish line? Here goes Darkblade.
Oh
Can
my
he get
gosh.
him to the line? Oh, he's going to get him. Oh, he did.
Oh my goodness.
No way. No way. What a play. Round of applause for Darkblade.
Wow.
He takes P2 back. Played it perfectly. And beat Tez right up to the line with under a 10th in between them. What a finish. MS Genie now. As Psycho gets P4.
He just pulled an
MSG
Alonso.
P5. He did definitely pull an Alonso. MS Genie does a little burnout as he survives and manages to get to the end with no fuel in the bucket. Kira takes P6. A good recovery for Kira after the DQ in qualifying. And now Too Easy, who's out of fuel. As you can see, because he's ghosted. Too Easy using that battery, even though you can't really use it when you're only going about half the speed of a flat out F1 car. Here we go, Too Easy everybody, up to the line. He's going to take P7 if he could get to the line with that amount of fuel. Go on, Too Easy, get there. Yes. The McLaren takes P7. What a race. What a finish from Darkblade and Tez. That is one of the closest finishes we've ever had. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I'm just speechless. Driver of the day in the game goes to Psycho. I think well deserved. From that last to fourth.
Wow.
Toast, do you want to take us through the final standings when it comes
I
up?
will.
I'm just speechless. Unreal.
Aye, guys. It was a really good, and this is just preseason. There's gonna be more races, more great battles.
Unreal. As JiC celebrates the P1, a well-deserved dominant performance, even with the difficult start. He managed to recover and dominate this race. But wow. Wow. Take it away, Toast.
Alrighty, guys. With the preseason race, we finish out with our defending champion, JiC, with P1, followed by Darkblade with a really impressive race. P2, Tez P3, Psycho P4, MGS or MS Genie P5, followed by Kira P6, Too Easy with the McLarens P7, El Bot P8, Cuchillo Negro P9, Aslo P10, and then Astro, aka Bands 2 times with P11.
bands 2 times. What an appropriate name for an Alpine driver. A lot of bands of cash and a lot of bands from this league. What a race. What a freaking race. If that doesn't get everyone excited for the season opener next week in Coda, I don't know what will.
It's okay,
Unbelievable.
Cuchillo Negro. It is cool. No worries. We have a long season ahead, so it's all good. So, our favorite part, guys, interviews. Now, one thing we did do differently this season is if you do have any questions you would like to ask the teams that we are going to be interviewing, just go ahead and drop it in the chat and then we might ask it, we might pick it. So, we'll start off with the winning team, Mercedes.
Let's get Mercedes in here.
So, let's go grab those boys, shall we?
Get them in here.
Hi,
My
guys.
God.
Yo, how many of us just?
Welcome, welcome. Holy moly. That was some sort of finish that we just witnessed there. Let's talk about your guys' race. Let's hear all about it. I want to know all about turn 1 first of all. What happened to both of you? Because both of you look like you got in a bit of trouble.
Yeah, no, I just got to point off some things never change.
Yeah,
Some
yeah,
things
some things
never
never
change.
change.
Some
Things
things
never
never
change.
change. You and Switch Astro coming together on a racetrack in this game is becoming almost as common as I don't even know where I'm going with that, but you know what I mean. It's unbelievable, unbelievable. Switch. We had Switch in here. He was very apologetic about what may have happened. We didn't get to see what actually happened. Well, I didn't see it. I'm not sure if Toast maybe might have caught it, but yeah, we didn't exactly see it. So we look forward to seeing that from everyone's POV. But yeah, JMO, you in turn 1?
Yeah, so on the formation lap, we actually got spooked. I think it might have been a similar driver. There was an Alpine. I don't know which Alpine it was. We'll just go with that. But Alpine, I was just like, all right, dude, pull off to the side of the road and just let everybody pass. I do not want to get DSQ'd on the formation lap. Well, apparently I was going too slow and it DSQ'd me. Even though I thought, dude, I was rolling at 60 kilometers an hour. So like I thought I was rolling pretty good. Um, anyways, get DSQ'd, and so I was on cold tires, and I didn't want to hold my teammate up, and I just knew that. Yeah, I knew Tez was. As soon as I saw him on the softs, I was like, "Don't worry, he's gonna pass us. We're not gonna get a good enough of a launch." And but I really thought we had the better strategy. I really thought the hards were the way to start. So I wasn't worried about that. In the same way with Dark Blade, I just let him go. No reason to wreck the car. No reason to get this. The race wasn't going to get decided that early. But he and I also noticed he was pushing pretty hard in that opening versus knowing that my tires were cold. I let him come in a little slower, and I really think he was more aggressive. But then yeah, yeah, I don't know what happened. I can't even remember. I know I know it was kind of a crazy turn 1, but I was so shook up over what happened with MGS that I didn't or MS Genie that I didn't even think about it. So, but man, his drive back, talk about fucking impressive. Like that was a fucking impressive drive back. So,
I commented about Switch's apology. There's one thing to be apologetic and doing it on accident, and then there's one thing about being apologetic and being fucking the smartest person in the world going into that fucking corner.
Jesus.
I think there's some tension there.
There's
Yep.
a rivalry brewing.
Wow.
Get a prediction up. I'm kidding. But
We've hired Yuki's therapist because Mercedes does have rage issues. Mercedes does have rage issues. It comes with the team. You're gonna see a
Oh
different
my
side of MS
gosh.
Genie this year because
you get a rage handbook when you sign.
it's top down. It's from Toto, dude. Top down. We're taught how to break headphones on our first day. He's actually wearing MS Genie's wearing broken headphones on God right now.
Oh my gosh.
It's not a lie.
Ay, Dios mío.
What else
Okay.
isn't a lie is that you guys had some incredible pace in that race. That rhymed again. I'm full of the rhymes today. Next week though, Coda, the season opener. How do we feel?
But if I
Yeah,
don't get
Coda's.
spun
Yeah, that's true. Turn one's gonna be crazy in Coda. Like it really is. Hopefully, you guys like just like, realize that like F123 is like it doesn't matter who's leading the first lap or who's leading the first 5 laps. Like we've all seen, Yarno. It's people can come back, but anyways, yeah, no, I think it's gonna be a lot closer too because I think people were just they not realizing how like how you can't pass on this track versus Coda has a ton of like high speed braking, so you're going to have a lot more passing opportunities I think in Coda. I think you're going to have, at least 3 or 4 good ones. 4 good passing opportunities versus this track has 1 passing opportunity. And when I realized Tez and Darkblade behind me with DRS weren't able to match my pace down the straight, I was just like, it's game over. There's no way they can win because they just so. Anyways, I think it's gonna be a lot closer next week. I think we just happened to get the setup dialed in just right, and I think we probably practiced a little too much for a preseason event, but no, I think we feel good. MS Genie was definitely I'm gonna be ballsy and say he's the second fastest on track today. He had a purple lap and at the end, and he drove back 4 places. Um, and kind of got screwed by that virtual because the top 3 we got basically almost a free pit stop. We were 15 seconds clear of the field just because of that virtual. Psycho would have been in the mix had that virtual not happened. But anyways,
Well,
what caused the virtual?
Switch Astra. He spun at turn 1.
Damn.
around.
Damn.
Man, that's so surprising.
It's
Oh
that's
my
a
god.
trifecta, dude.
The only
Well,
thing
no, I mean,
surprising
like,
here is the level of your accent, MS Genie. Can I just say it is unbelievable today. You sound so crystal clear even with those broken headphones.
yeah, it's definitely the trifecta,
Nice.
dude. Between the formation lap, turn 1, and then causing a VSC, that's pretty crazy. Considering that was the same person that talked shit about Mercedes last year, so it's interesting. But I guess I guess everybody's got a target on their back.
Well.
Well,
Well, congratulations, race winner. And MGS, you drove really well. You drove great. Very
Gotcha.
impressive.
Who's MGS?
Oi,
Who's MGS?
perdón. MS Genie. Does that sound better?
Yes.
MS Genie, grazie ragazzi.
Grazie.
Forti a tutti, or whatever they say.
No. Yeah.
Anyways.
All right. Well, I'm gonna let you guys get going. Great race, Tez and Darkblade. It was a lot of fun. They showed quite a bit of skill today. So excited to see what they have next week.
Alright, guys. Well, thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Good luck next race.
Grazie.
Grazie. Wow. Well. Who else have we got?
Let's get Tez.
Let's get Tez. Go on then. Is Tez in there?
Hello?
Let's see.
Oh, hello.
Hi,
It's
Tez.
Tez.
Hey,
Going
what's up?
on?
Oh, snap.
How was it?
Welcome.
How was that race for you?
Oh boy. Kind of disappointed a little bit.
What?
We got out dragged just at the last second.
Yeah.
That was one of the craziest finishes that
But it
we've
was a
ever had.
pretty cool though. You drove a really great race today.
Yeah, I knew it was gonna come close after I had that lock up into the hairpin. I just knew it was gonna go down to the line after that because he got super close. I forgot who it was though. I didn't see their name.
It was Darkblade.
Darkblade. Yeah. And then yeah, at the start we were on the softs, and I saw everybody else was on the hards and mediums, so I kind of knew what I had to do there. At the very start, had to get in front, try to get manage the pace as best as I could. But then around lap 8, I want to say lap 7 even, the softs just started going off really bad.
Yeah, that's true. But your team did your teammate show up today? I don't think they
I
did.
don't think
I don't think
I
they
don't think they
did. No. But you did make Ferrari proud. We're going to Coda next week. So how do you feel about Coda?
I'm actually slow at Coda, which is kind of crazy. 'Cause I live in the United
Nah,
States, so no, trust me, my Coda pace is terrible.
nah, there's no way.
Especially sector. I want to say 3 is the worst. All the slow speed corners. So yeah,
You know
I would
what? This is
expect a
what
lot.
they all say. They all say, "Oh no, it's
No.
not my favorite track. I'm not good at it. I don't blah blah blah." And then when the day comes, they're just like flying by through everybody, and yeah.
Well, Ferrari in this league have a pretty good record at Coda. They have a pretty reasonable record there. So hopefully, for your guys' sake, at the season opener next week, you can perform in a similar sort of way. Hopefully your teammates there too. It'd be good to see both of you up
Yeah,
there.
hopefully the F1 gods will bless us with some pace.
Well, I don't have any other questions. David?
Who do you think your main, or what's your main target for the championship? Going for P1?
I would top 3 be realistic, but who doesn't want to win, right?
Exactly right.
That's true.
Love that. Love that.
Yeah, but with the pace JMO has, it's gonna be long. What 10 races I think it is.
8. 8 races. 8. Yes,
It'll be
8.
long 8 races.
Long
Oh,
8
yeah.
races. But it'll be action packed. It's a really great league. Lots of fast and clean people for the most part. And I'm very excited. I'm very excited for you. I'm very excited for your team. I'm very excited for your fans. You have fans out there that are cheering for you. So I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
Good luck next week. Hopefully
Thank you.
you I don't know, you'll probably come out and wipe the floor with everyone, but we'll see.
Thanks for
Alright.
having me, guys.
Thanks,
Thanks for
Tez.
stopping in.
Bye.
Well, not feeling confident about Coda.
That's insane. That's crazy.
We'll see that. We'll see. Next week we shall see.
We
But
shall. I
who else
don't
have we
believe Dark Blade is
No.
anywhere here, so I think. What do you think? Want to call it a wrap, or do you want to get somebody?
Let's just pick someone to bring in here. Should we get Kira maybe?
We could, but it looks like he's a little occupied.
He's very occupied, Mr. Worldwide. He's got
Mr. Worldwide.
too much going on. Who else have we got in there?
Too easy.
Too easy we've got in there.
Alright, let's see if he's available.
Let's get too easy.
Oh, hello.
Hi.
What's going on?
Welcome.
P7 finish for the first race, first league race.
Very nice, very nice.
How do you feel about that? How do you feel about finishing P7?
You know, gotta blame it on Mercedes for providing the wrong power unit. It must have been them. It's not me. I was on it. I did not lose the car once. Okay. I'm gonna have to open a lawsuit in that for Mercedes. Gonna get investigated for that one for sure.
I don't know.
I'm just saying. The car didn't go fast enough, so.
See, that's a real driver right there. That's a real driver.
Oh my gosh.
Nailed it.
That's the only reason.
Alrighty. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Right.
You'll have to look into that for next week. But
Yep. See you in Texas.
no.
New car
Hang on,
unit,
hang
and the
on.
Renault.
What do you think about Texas, though? Tell us. What do you think?
Okay, so I've been practicing Texas this whole week until I realized it was Qatar. So I'm feeling good.
He's been free practicing. He's been one
Yes,
step ahead
I'm
of the
ready.
game.
I got that left, right on turn 3, 5. Oh, got it down. There's no way I don't get P1 here.
Wow. Okay, so he's saying he's
Just
gonna
say
get
I'm going in
P1.
confident.
I like it.
Alright,
Yeah.
so you feel very, very speedy, very, very fast, so you
Oh
think you're gonna
yes, of
win it.
course. No one's getting by me.
Oh dang, you
I'm
heard
gonna
it
beat
here,
Max
Solid
guys.
Verstappen.
confidence from Team McLaren. I love that.
Yep.
Are you aiming for P1 in the championship? It's 8 races long
Oh,
this
for
season.
sure. Yeah,
Are you
yeah.
aiming for P1?
This was just a little, fun run. It was just a hobby.
It's just a hobby.
Kimi Raikkonen over here.
Yes.
Love that.
Did you have any good battles with anybody on track?
Definitely Kira. Kira and me went. I got my teammate Aslo to give me DRS when I lapped him. Stayed ahead one lap and then lost it on the next DRS zone. So gonna have to lap him again to get the DRS next time.
Team play. We like the team play.
Yes, of course.
That's
Hmm.
very, very nice.
Okay.
Well, I don't have any other questions, Toast. Do you?
I have one, and
Go on.
then
Yeah.
I'll let you go. Who are you looking forward to having more battles with as the season moves forward?
Kira.
With
That
Kira?
Williams is getting past for sure this time.
Okay.
Not letting him take P6 from me again. This time he's gonna be P2 because I'm gonna be passing on the final straight.
Ooh.
Alrighty,
I,
Kira. Mr. Worldwide, you
I
got
love
a
that.
target on your back.
Thank you very much.
Alright,
Thanks,
thanks,
bro.
Too
Hopping in.
Easy.
Damn, been
Alrighty.
practicing Dota all week, confident. I look forward to seeing that.
It's gonna
Forward
be
to
a pretty
seeing
good
that.
race next week, for sure.
That was some sort of preseason race. That was some sort of race. Tez and Duckblade up to the finish line. Battles in turn 1.
Kira
Good
and Too
contact.
Easy.
Kira and Too Easy. The spicy MS Genie and Switch
Dude,
Astro rivalry
MS
reignites
Genie
again.
is stupid spicy. He's putting a lot of
They've
like
got,
red pepper flakes in his pasta or something to make that shit fucking spicy.
they've got history. They've got history. Damn.
But
That
I guess
is
that
folks.
wraps up preseason here in Qatar.
It's us.
That's
That's
it.
about all that we have, unfortunately.
As I slap my hands, all done.
Let's like dust them off. Yeah, I was just gonna say we really need to invest in a water, like like the water jugs, like with the cups. Yeah, you know what I mean. Anyway, that's an off-air conversation. But everyone, it was a pleasure hosting this for you all. Well, being here with Toast while she hosts it. It was a pleasure, as always, to bring you this action, and we look forward to going even bigger and better next week in good old mighty Texas at the Circuit of the Americas.
Yeah, and if you
Final word?
guys missed also the race and you're just now tuning in, no worries. We are actually going to upload this on YouTube. So join our Discord, and in our Discord it is very active. There'll be the links. I'll let you know. It'll notify you when the race is uploaded, so you could take a look, listen to the interviews, and
Um,
there is a couple slots open left if you are interested in participating in the league.
yep. Come join the league. Come race with us a few nights a week too, so we can, you can see what's going on, get involved, then get in the league and show us what you got. And get interviewed by us, obviously, because that's the most important part. That's all anyone ever cares about. I'm kidding. So yeah, come and join. Come also watch on YouTube. Watch us. And if you have just watched on YouTube, thank you. Appreciate it. Very nice. But yeah, that's about all I've got to say, really.
Yeah, me too. Well, as always, thank you, David, for hanging out with me and being my co-host here in JIC. And Cuchillo Negro, we will see you in Texas as well.
Yes,
So thank you,
definitely.
everybody. Have a good night, good morning, wherever you are in the world, or whatever the hell you plan on doing today. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. It was a true pleasure, and I look forward to seeing you guys in Coda as well.
Peace out, guys. Sky Sports out.
Sky
Peace sign.
Sports out.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Bye.